All right. Sorry about that small delay. The game decided to take like 15 times longer to load up to the main screen than it usually does. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Lord Brownbear, Takas, Tenwin. Good to see you all. Hope you all having a glorious day as we come back to hopefully the end of the DLC for this one. As much fun as it was, knowing who our commander will be going after in the post-game story. There isn't one, but I'm gonna imagine that I just go to Razmiran and beat Razmir's ass. Let's get right back into where we were, because I think this is just like the cooldown of the DLC, just like some final character moments, I would imagine. So we'll get through that, and then we will see what else we need to accomplish in Act 5. Runner, welcome, welcome. Yep, everybody's in here. Rovis, how you doing? Why aren't you standing here alone instead of enjoying yourself?
I am enjoying myself. An old man like me is happy to be among people and to see that they're doing well. Besides, the Eagle Watch is still on duty, just as I am.
The most OU summer child post I've seen on Reddit. The Total War 40k launch has to be great, if not flawless. Oh, yeah, no, that's... I don't know who's saying that, but they're an idiot. No, like, I'm sorry, Tenwin. That goes beyond OU sweet summer child. That goes right to bless your heart. Bless their heart. This part of the DLC was cute. Oh, I'm looking forward to it then. Mind if I ask you some questions? What did you think of Irabeth?
It's only thanks to people like them that Mendiv hasn't yet fallen to the demons. In the few short years I've known them, they've saved more lives than many other Crusaders and Inquisitors have in their whole careers. It's a pity that everything ended the way that it did.
Yeah. How'd you end up in the Eagle?
I noticed a series of strange connections between a couple of officials, knights, and ordinary workers. As a result of a complicated investigation, I came across a large cultist cell. I infiltrated it and destroyed it.
I mean, it worked for Warhammer Total War, so... Infiltrated, destroyed.
Irabeth was so impressed with my work that she knighted me, and later entrusted me with the management of the whole Canabris chapter of the Eagle Watch. I owe her a great deal.
Are you a local from Canabris?
No. I was born southeast of the Wound, in Undarin. My city was one of the first to fall to the demon's onslaught. For many years, those beasts used its barnyards as pens for mortals bound for the abyss. I don't remember my mother. I think she was a cultist. As a short-sighted boy, I fell in with some brave souls who believed they could drive the demons from our hometown. When the demons found and massacred them, I fled here.
Why did you flee here instead of further south?
I've always thought that my place was near the Wound. I couldn't and wouldn't run from it. You too.
All right. So we got some people cleaning up around here. We got Regil over here in the corner.
This is unforgivable.
Regil does not turn as you approach. His attention is fixed on an antique armor on the wall. What is it?
This armor is over 50 years old, and it hangs here for all to see, like a trophy, safe and sound.
Do you think a suit of armor in such good condition shouldn't be hanging up here?
Most definitely. Everything and everyone in this world has a purpose. The purpose of armor is to protect the wearer. Hanging it here shows disrespect for the skill of the armorer who forged it.
What, do you think they made better armor back then?
Mindlessly glorifying the past is for the old. I deal in facts. The armor's of excellent quality, which means the blacksmith who forged it was a master of their craft. Yet this armor is gathering dust on a tavern wall, which means the blacksmith was poor and unknown. Based on this, I can assume there were many such blacksmiths in the past. What we now consider master craftsmanship was once commonplace.
You know, Regil, if I might be frank with you, I rarely see you satisfied. But our war is being won despite your dissatisfaction. Have you ever considered that things might not be so bad?
This is logical. Perhaps even partially true. But I'm sure my fastidiousness benefits our cause.
Regil considers your words and nods curtly.
My job as a subordinate is to point out opportunities. Your job as commander is to accept or reject my observations. I find this approach effective.
All right, Regil. I mean, he does have a point, though. It's like, I can kind of see Regil... In fact, I can kind of see Regil having a almost animist kind of belief when it comes to objects, sort of similar to Shintoism, which is like, if something has a purpose, if something has a reason for being, it should be being used for that purpose and for that being. I know it's pointless to ask Regil to kill. Yes, correct.
Let's see what we can do.
But his basic idea is sound. It's like, this is a good suit of armor. Why is it just sitting around here when it could be protecting someone from fighting a demon?
Here we go.
What are you three going on?
Razmiran didn't prove to be much of a challenge. I could have taken him down with both hands tied behind my back.
Once again, our enemy was helpless in the face of our strength. It was a good fight.
Yeah. Any fight you win is a good fight. A pearl of wisdom to treasure from Brother Woljif.
Hey, a win's a win, and it's not every day you get to say you took down a living god.
Not so. As I remember it, we had a quarrel with a neighboring clan back in the old days. There was a patch of wood where they hunted, but we needed the timber to build our houses. One thing led to another, and we were at each other's throats. Blood was spilled, and we were looking at a genuine blood feud where neither side would rest until the other drew their last breath. Erwa saved us all that day. He challenged their god to a duel and wrestled him to the ground. Oh, what a victory that was! We became blood brothers with that clan afterward.
Razmir was a treat, but it wasn't enough fun for me. When I still served Tosilla, some thieves broke into our shield maze. A gang, 15 in all. We killed half of them on the spot, and then sacrificed the rest. Stretched the fun out over several weeks. Oh, how they shrieked on the altars.
Possessed Shaman is my new favorite class. Oh, swapping skill ranks and spirits. Face Speaker is still better early game because you get a pet at level 1, but once you hit level 16, Possessed Shaman is an upgrade.
Those were good times.
I mean, the Shaman in general is a pretty strong one, especially because it's one of the few... It's one of the few full casters that can also essentially be a martial class. It can get 9th level spells while simultaneously acting as a frontliner because of its, as long as you get access to some of the basic weapon proficiencies.
I once fleeced a merchant and then pinned it on a friend of mine. When someone else gets tossed in the slammer instead of you, that's what I call a victory.
You're truly a lost cause. There is no teaching you.
I mean, it's a little awkward considering the fact we have lied to demons multiple times, so. No, I mean, I get where Woljif is coming from. Plus, Ulbrig, you have to remember, Woljif's definition of friend is not the same as yours.
That's right. But I never rat out my partners in crime. Lo and behold, I picked your pocket while we were talking about Razmir. Here. You're welcome.
Woljif takes a handful of coins from his pocket and places them on the table.
You sneaky weasel.
Ulbrig furrows his bushy eyebrows, but hides a smile in his beard. Wendawak hisses, hastily checking her pockets.
I can handle it.
No, trust me. If Woljif just calls you friend, that means nothing. Trust him by his actions, not his words. What have we got over here? Camellia and Greyboar?
Commander. We can hardly start the evening without you. Will you join us?
Camellia acknowledges your presence with a short, indifferent nod. Party hasn't started yet.
Why are you surprised? The city's nobility has stepped aside and left the rabble to see to the arrangements. But some members of the lower classes will always seek company above their station.
She spares a brief glance at Greyboar. Don't start anything, Camellia. Greyboar could whoop your ass. In response, the dwarf merely salutes her with his
True enough. The party hasn't started yet. That's why I'm waiting here with a tankard of decent booze in my hand. I've earned it today.
Well, shall we get it started? You raise your glass and think for a moment. What kind of toast would be best? To victory.
That will do. I suppose.
The dwarf shrugs and sips from his tankard. All right, begin the celebration. Hello, Gemmel. Oh, you're not a merchant anymore? That's a shame. Oh, Rushale, Sela, Ember, Social, Lot. Oh, wow, a whole bunch of people back there.
I've never prepared a festive banquet before. May I help?
I will slice the bread.
The cook guards his food like a she-bear with her cubs. I respect that.
Can I try it?
Hey, hands off. It isn't time yet.
I don't need any help. And no stealing food.
The cook's red face looks as if he's ready to boil over, either from the heat of the oven or from indignation. Fuck it. With a slight movement of your hand, a piece of food disappears up your sleeve.
Can I do that?
Ursula definitely plucks a piece from the table.
Food should be shared, not eaten alone on the sly.
Oh, come now, Social. It's called taste testing.
My mind completely agrees, but my stomach protests.
Any chef who doesn't nibble at some of the food that they make when it's for like, you know, when it, let me rephrase that. When it's not for, you know, when you're not working at a job for food, but if you're making food at any other time, if you're not sneaking a piece on the occasion, then you're not doing it right. Sela frowns, but her eyes betray her.
Is that for me?
Here you go. Ember takes a bite and smiles happily. All right, what are you all up to in here?
I've always liked kitchens. They're warm, and the people who work in them are kind, even if they do sometimes grumble.
Cooking is an art form. The plates are the canvas, and food is the paint this venerable cook transforms into a painting.
See, this is what I mean. I think if there was a Shella Knight who could get through to Valerie, not to bring her back to the church or anything, but just to convince her the same way that our Kingmaker protagonist did, which is, you know, being militantly anti-art is not helping your case, it probably would have been Social. Because Social's one of those people who's just like, no, art isn't just actually doing art. It's being good at something.
But you can't eat paintings. Or can you?
I mean, if you make them out of candy, I suppose.
I'm standing watch, so that nothing goes missing and no enemies sneak past. Fine, I'm just peckish. When will the food be ready?
Cake. Yep, that could work too.
I stuffed myself already in the square. I thought that food would last me a week, but it smells so good in here that my stomach, changed my mind.
I am preparing food for your celebration, and they are distracting me!
All right, I'll be on my way. Don't bother the cook too much,
That's
guys.
right. No need to be loitering in my kitchen.
Can't make the demons wait.
Okay, we can't go downstairs. Guess that makes sense. Oh, Nenio, you're off here by yourself.
Boy. Since that misunderstanding with Razmir has concluded, I need you for an experiment. Or was he called something else? Not that it matters. Give me your expert opinion. What types of alcohol should never be mixed?
There are several exotic-looking bottles in front of Nenio. Are you going to repeat the alcohol experiment?
What? Which one? But of course not. I mean, yes, but not right away. Everyone knows that alcohol burns. I want to test a theory that mixing different types of alcohol increases combustibility.
The reason alcohol burns is because the alcohol itself, the actual chemical compound of alcohol, is flammable. The only way it's going to become more flammable is if you just get a stronger alcohol. Nenio, come on. This is like high school level basics of chemistry.
Perhaps today I will invent an explosive that could demolish half of Canabris.
Oh, then again, this is a magical setting, so I did not take into account magical alcohol. Fair enough. Just trust your instincts.
The choice has been made. Let us proceed to the practical part of the experiment. Though I must note the lack of an explosion, it does look pretty. I declare this experiment a partial success.
Okay. Abyss moonshine.
Beautiful.
I think that's everybody. We talked to everybody. Regil, all them. Yep. All right, let's start it. Oh, did I see something? I thought something highlighted back here, but apparently not. All right, begin the celebration. And maybe play some music, because this DLC just has no music. What the fuck? There we go. Thank you. Something in the background.
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, the cook and everybody is all done. There's nobody back here. Gemmel, my good man. Thank you for setting everything up.
To everything good there that exists on Golarion, to kindness, warmth, friendship, and everything else that helps us get through the difficult moments in life.
Diablo 4 has confirmed the second class adding in the next expansion, the Warlock. Oh, we're finally getting a Fel caster or a Demon caster in the game. Interesting. That'll be interesting. I've been having fun playing the Paladin personally. It's quite nice. The Paladin feels very good.
Good words. And true, too.
Take a drink.
To our ancestors and their glorious memory. For the wisdom they passed down to us through the generations. Without them, we would not exist.
Paladin is OP as heck. I mean, I'm still leveling it, so I haven't quite gotten to the end game phase to say that for sure, but the abilities do seem like they combine very easily.
Bottoms up.
Take a drink.
To the joys in life. For some, there's sophisticated joys, like mutual understanding or recognition, while others find joy in a square meal. Everyone has their own joys, but we all rejoice equally.
There are builds centered around the auras, which literally make it 100% passive. There's only one aura that deals damage, so it would have to be centered around that aura and probably the Arbiter form, Tenwin, because if you keep Arbiter form up, for the Arbiter form has another AoE that goes off automatically. That's actually what's doing most of the damage. The aura doesn't do much. The aura actually doesn't do much, but the Arbiter form does a lot. Also, the Arbiter form makes you look like Tyrael, so it's pretty fucking badass. Just equally drink.
Come on, friend. Give us a proper toast.
To justice, to our enemies, may they always be plentiful. To cleanliness, we have scoured the abyss and we will scour it again if we must. Nah, to those who always have your back, to all of our comrades in arms. The beer has a strong, rich, and slightly tangy flavor.
Ah, that was beautiful. Let's have another.
To cleanliness, we have scoured the abyss, and we will scour it again if we must. The drink, the smell of the beer gently
I
tickling.
will happily drink to that, and more than once.
To Canabras, for I remember its destruction, and it has blossomed once more. The beer sends a pleasant warmth through your body.
Great company and great toasts.
Well, the others for my solo run is pretty much a win as long as I don't get any bugs to ruin it. Good luck with that, then. You can't control for bugs, as we saw last stream when Pathfinder decided to kill itself and took my entire computer with it. To enemies, may they be plentiful and defeatable. You tip the tankard over, and for a second, the floor disappears.
Are we sure this isn't a drinking contest?
I mean, you're not winning against me, Olbrig. I have a much higher fortitude save than you. To justice, may everyone get what they deserve. You can no longer taste the beer. It occurs to you that maybe already be made entirely of beer.
Ooh. There. I'm fine. Good old Sela is fine.
You look like an angel, not Tyrael specifically. You do get his, like, wing wisp light show things. Did you already beat a god? Yeah, we beat Razmir at the end of last session, Runner. My apologies. I didn't? What? Oh, didn't you already beat a god? Yes. All angels have the wings. Yeah, but the coloration and whatnot specifically looks like Tyrael's. Stop ruining it for me. One day, a young eagle flew high and looked out over Golarion. You are seized with sudden inspiration. He saw rivers and seas, mountains and forests, all things living and not, but a strong wind came and threatened to blow him away. You suddenly wonder if you can stop. What a silly thought. Why stop when you're giving such a beautiful toast? Eagle fought the wind. When he finally prevailed, he reigned as the sole ruler and protector of the sky. So let us toast. The eagle now grown, whose wisdom has become worthy of his strength. He who flies the highest can see the furthest and is endowed with the greatest responsibility. To the eagle who soars through the skies and rise high to overcome the winds and everything else, be it demon or god, it stands in his way, for the sky is infinite and greater heights always await. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so that must be the progression. Amalia. You're alone.
Noticed, have you?
Why?
Can't you guess why?
You're tired of the others?
Perhaps. Or perhaps I have another, more sinister reason for retiring.
What about Imperius, Malthael, Aria? Because Tyrael is a bro, and the rest of them are jackasses for the most part.
I am just a little tired today. That is a good enough answer to your question, is it not?
Here we go.
Here, Nenio's not over here. We got Woljif, Wenduog, Arushale out on the dance floor.
Don't be shy.
And
Close your eyes and listen to the music, and your 2 feet will find a way.
I will try one dance. Just don't let anyone look at me.
Hey, Chief, check out my moves.
No one can best me in battle, on the dance floor, or in bed.
Is that an offer for later, Wendu? Woljif snorts in derision, shaking his head, but makes sure that Wenduog does not see it. About to say, Woljif, she will kick your ass. How's the evening going?
So much fun. Have you seen how I twist my tail when I spin?
I am having so much fun. Will you dance with me?
Dance with me. There's no other worthy competition in this place.
Behind Wenduog, Woljif
All
rolls his eyes.
succubi know how to dance, but that dance isn't suitable for this evening. So, I created a new dance.
Are you trying to tell us something there, Arushale? Is the succubus education program only giving you a very specific type of dancing? Okay, surely we can do this. We have a mobility of 22. There we go. You dance divinely, and the defender's heart has never seen such moves.
Yes, just like that.
Ember jumps up and claps her hands.
So nice to dance with you. It turns out I really miss dancing, and I didn't even realize it.
You have bested me, Master.
That wasn't too hard.
Woljif quickly jumps away as Wenduog whips around to face him. Stop saying those things when she's at arm's reach, you dumbass. And then we have Social, good lord, Regil is sharing a table with Nenio. Something is about to happen.
Commander, I challenge you to a game of dice.
A game of chance from Regil? How much alcohol has he consumed already?
Shall we play? Will you test your luck against mine?
1,000 gold pieces says you cannot beat me.
You are just in time, boy. I've analyzed this game and now I know exactly how to win.
All right, what are we playing?
I'm playing for money. If I win, the 1,000 gold pieces will be mine. And I never lose.
After what happened the last time, I stopped playing for money. So if I win, the loser has to crow like a rooster.
If I win, the loser has to rewrite my encyclopedia in elegant cursive.
I'm pretty sure Social's the only one who knows how to do that, and there's no way in hell he's going to spend that much time.
I already have everything I need. I am just buying entertainment at the risk of losing something insignificant.
I'm surprised to even see you here, Regil.
What else am I supposed to do at this celebration? Get drunk? Dance a little jig?
That would be hilarious, but yeah, I figured you wouldn't. All right, let me in. The players shake their cups of dice before slamming them down on the table. Time to reveal the rolls. You're in luck. You have a 5 on one die and a 6 on the other.
A well-deserved victory. I took into account the angle of the cup when shaking and the trajectories of the dice inside. My calculation was perfect.
Nenio's dice stare up at you, snake eyes. I don't... You have to roll higher, not lower.
Really? But why didn't anyone tell me this before? Though there is a possibility I was told, but decided the information was of little importance.
Well, then that's your own damn fault. Regil's dice show a 1 and a 3, and he shrugs indifferently.
Not bad. I'm lucky today.
Social has rolled a 4 and a 5.
Not as lucky as you, Commander. But that's what the game is about.
Social's smile comes a little forced. Come on, Social, don't be a sore loser. This is why you shouldn't be dealing with games of chance. Lord knows I've got no room to complain with how salty I can be.
Hand over your money, if you'll be so kind.
With a contented grin, Greybor lifts his cup to reveal a pair of 6s. Greybor once again places the cup over his dice, but not before you notice that they all have 6s stamped on all sides. Now, you know what? Now, how about you show us the dice, Greybor? Greybor reluctantly raises his cup, and you were right. The mercenary managed to swap the regular dice with trick ones.
Oh, you cheater!
Social, calm down. This wasn't for, I mean, well, okay, for Greybor it was for money, fair enough, but it's 1,000 gold. We have literally millions. Oh, okay, that apparently made things worse. Making somebody crow like a rooster is more fun than winning money. Only a spendthrift plays fair. A merry face. Okay. For a second, I thought Socio was about to have a serious problem, but it looks like they've just gotten a little bit of more alcohol in their system and they're fine now. That's good. I think that's everybody. It's a nice little thing. It's no Mass Effect Citadel DLC, but you know, it's nice. It's nice. All right, gather everybody up. Let's keep this moving. Let's keep this moving. Good Lord, Lan. Social's walkabouts of wrath. Yeah, I know. It's like his main vice.
To Galarian and its defenders, and we are the first among them. So here's to us!
To the pleasures that bring a vibrant streak of color to the gray mundanity of life.
Well, I'll drink to the Crusade. My most profitable endeavors so far.
Who decided it was a good idea to put... Oh, festive moment is a capture. You'll find it in the screenshots folder. Okay, thank you. Oh, and everybody is unconscious now. Oh dear. I think we might have ingested a little too much alcohol at the final part. Well, Jeff.
Oh, Chief. Can't sleep? I know how you feel.
You know what, Woljeff? Just for today, it's none of my business. All right? Gemmel. Relax and enjoy yourselves. Drinks around the house. I've noticed everyone is drunk.
Beautiful.
Literally everyone. Even the cooks got drunk. Jesus Christ. Oh, Greybor. How the fuck did you manage that? I'll make a little more money, and then make a little more, and then... Olbrig. Fight to the last drop of blood, drink to the last drop of mead. Our wisdom said something like that, but I can't remember it just now.
Let's see what we can do.
Oh, is that Regil actually having to lie down? I am already asleep, Commander. I suggest you follow my example. That is a little disturbing. I don't know what it would be funnier, him not being asleep and saying that, or him actually being asleep and still saying that. That would be kind of disturbing.
I have a question. How does Pharasma know whether to judge a soul, if there's a chance it may be resurrected in the future?
I'm immortal now, and this question greatly worries me. I want to appear before Pharasma after I have atoned for all my sins.
The answer to this question lies in the realm of faith, not understanding. You just need to believe in divine wisdom. Pharasma has existed for eternity. It will exist for just as long. She surely knows how to judge souls much better than we do.
If I were Pharasma, I would categorize all souls, then set a waiting period for resurrection in direct proportion to their usefulness to Galarian. That's likely what she did.
Judging souls is the work of Pharasma. We cannot comprehend it. Categorizes souls and gives the more useful among them a chance to be resurrected. Bribing a priest of Pharasma to delay the trial is a sound idea. No, I have a feeling that's a bad idea. The goddess must feel the threads that bind a soul together. Through these threads, she must surely be able to tell if anyone will try to resurrect the soul. I can imagine that would be part of it.
I really wish it were true.
But what if no one loves the mortal?
Arushale, you'll be fine. Arushale covers her mouth and
I'm categorically against this theory. There are known instances of individuals completely devoid of empathic connections being resurrected. These resurrections were successful.
I said nothing about empathic connections, Nenio. I just said that they had connections.
Next question. Why do the eggs of different breeds of hens have distinct colors?
Pharasma's the goddess of fate. She knows when a soul is going to be raised or resurrected in the future. She sets that soul aside until such a time. Exceptions barring when such a soul is not willing to return, or if it manages to piss her off personally. Necromancers rarely get a second chance, as you can imagine. Yeah. All right. Well, you three seem to be having fun. If a mortal can become a god by passing the test of the Starstone, can a god go through it in reverse and become mortal? Huh. I don't know. I know that in
go.
D&D's world it happens, but I don't know about Pathfinder. If cats had wings, would they hunt bats? Probably. All right, well, that's them all taken care of. Raybor is still unconscious. Sela is... Yep, get rid of this hangover. Don't you worry. After I lie down a little longer, that is. Nobody over here. Nobody over here. Everybody's all asleep in here. Sup, Wenduog? I have one favor to ask you, Master, but it'll wait until you finish your other business. Ember is asleep. Camellia is asleep. Lan is asleep. Okay, so I guess that's it. I don't think there was anybody else. Nope. Nope. Regel's over there. Nobody else is in there?
I
All
can
right.
handle it.
Guess we'll slay down then.
Master, are you having fun? They say it's the most lavish celebration since the last one, when the demons came and slaughtered everyone.
Wenduog flashes you a grin and welcome. She's holding a large goblet, obviously not her first of the evening, and she lazily bats her tail back and forth, revealing her present state of relaxation. Are you enjoying your evening, my sweet?
Of course. People are here to celebrate you and your formidable companions. And since I am one of those companions, you can imagine how eager everyone has been to buy me drinks and keep my goblet filled to the brim. And everyone has let down their guard. They've gone soft. No one is expecting an attack. I could have a lot of fun here.
I saw quite a number of people copying your mode of dress at the festivities. Seems you have admirers.
Oh, they simply don't know what a monster I am. Or they do. Which explains their eagerness to be like me.
I take it you've been having fun? Do I need to worry about any bodies being discovered?
Not yet. But this one is dangerously close. I don't think his heart can take much more.
Wenduog points mockingly to one of the servers. The terrified expression on his blotchy red face suggests that he's moments away from a complete nervous breakdown. What did he do to draw your attention, Wenduog?
He decided to serve me last. Probably because I'm a neither.
Wenduog shrugs nonchalantly. Draw the hapless server's attention to the empty goblet. The server dashes toward the goblet as though a dozen Baphomets and Discaris are chasing at his heels and swiftly fills it to the brim.
He is so sweet, is he not? So very funny. Come to think of it, I'm already bored of him. I think I've seen all the colors his face can go. And this tavern is getting too noisy.
Regil probably sleeps half a brain at a time. Yeah, that would actually make sense for him, wouldn't it?
Shall we find a more secluded place and celebrate on our own?
And where in Canabras could we be alone?
Not in Canabras, but under it. Let's pay a visit to my home.
Wendu, my sweet, is this a date?
That is up to you.
The huntress licks her lips and lets her eyes half close in satisfaction. Come on, let's go.
You will not regret this. I promise.
Oh, damn, are we actually in the... Wow, she actually brings us back to the shield maze. Interesting, I wasn't expecting that. Doesn't look like this place is done very well. Grim hymns used to be sung here, and sacrifices were made. Need to go buy supplies for school. I'll be back in a bit. No problem, Lord Brown Bear. Have a good time. Well, have a good, you know what I mean. Fires once burned here, murders were planned, food was eaten, matings took place, and swords were sharpened for the battles to come. Now it is just stones and ghosts, but the stones remember the heat of the fires and the torches, and the ghosts remember the heat of freshly spilled blood.
Here we are.
The ceiling of the place once known as the Shield Maze is lost in the darkness. It smells of dusty desolation and something tarry and acrid. Wenduog breathes in the air and speaks with some satisfaction. The place has been thoroughly cleaned out since your last visit. It seems the priests performed their cleansing rituals to cast out the taint of Baphomet, destroyed or threw out all of the unholy symbols, painted over the writings on the walls, and yet you can't deny that a malevolent shadow still lingers in this place. I would have thought we'd be going to Neathholm.
I never said we were going to Neathholm. I said we were going home. The Shield Maze is my real home. The place where the Wendoag you know was born and raised.
The huntress cocks her head and looks at you stepping back into the shadows. The gloom of the maze seems to drape over her shoulders like a majestic cloak. So why have we come here?
The past called me here.
This is a unique music track, I
through
think.
the stones, luring me in. So many memories are buried here.
The light from the torch paints Wendoag's face in streaks of yellow and black, almost like some kind of barbaric mask.
The evil of the maze has been cast out, but ghosts of this place remain here still. They remember me. What I did, every bite of my knife.
Listen.
The ones here, they can hear me. Oh, Zilla, can you hear me?
Wendoag's voice changes a bit, becoming more guttural. Only after a moment do you realize that the sepulchral voice is but the echo of Wendoag's words, reverberating off the vaults of the cavern.
Oscilla, I must thank you for many things. I've remembered your lessons, even after I betrayed you. You taught me how to survive, and I have.
Wendoag's eyes glimmer with a hungry yellow fire. I suppose she was still important to you.
I liked her. You would have liked her too if you hadn't needed to kill her. She had a backbone, like you. She was born to lead.
Perhaps if she hadn't been a cultist then.
You must have thought about it. How I could do the same to you. Do you think your loyal companion Wendoag is capable of luring the commander to a secluded place in order to murder him?
Wendoag flashes her fangs in a sly smile. I might have considered it once, but I was there when you stuck me with Salvamelic's poison. I know what you really think.
I like this arrogance. Oscilla was like that too. Of course, a single huntress stands no chance on her own. But what if she were to soak the pillars of the maze in alchemist fire? And what if she were to light a spark? Could tons of tumbling rocks do what a horde of demons could not?
Wendoag's voice drops to a blood-curdled growl. The tarry smell you detected before seems stronger all of a sudden, no longer hiding among the dust and abandoned ruins. Now it brazenly assaults your nostrils. You would die along with me, my sweet, and I know that's something you would never permit.
I admit, it would be a shame to die here, buried under the rubble. But what if the assassin had something that would let her slip free from the snare, leaving her prey all alone? Something to make her disappear. Why do you think I invited you here?
You see a plain gold ring glinting on Wendoag's finger, one she's never worn before. Play a joke on me. You're going to keep hinting that this is an assassination attempt, and I'm going to keep pretending to be scared. Wendoag smiles at you, pleased.
I knew you wouldn't flinch. You see right through me, and your heart knows no fear. But can you blame me for trying to sniff it out? I am just toying with you. Of course I wouldn't hurt you. And I'd kill anyone who would. There are many things in the world that are worth someone's death. But killing for you isn't just worth it, it's the right thing to do.
The dark shadow slowly leaves Wendoag's face as her voice returns to normal. And even as she speaks, she falters, and speaks quietly and seriously.
Lucilla taught me not to be a victim. She taught me that there is no goal worth dying for. And she was right. But you showed me that not everything is worth living for either. The world is bigger than it seemed from down here. It is not enough for me to just breathe, eat, and fight. I want to live for something important. Or for someone like you. In this place, it can go up in flames. There's no one left to live for it now.
You fixed her? I mean, I think we helped her. I don't think there's much. Wenduog is actually, in my opinion, a nice contrast with similarities to Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3, in that both of them were essentially raised in a cult-like environment, and their romance essentially revolves around deprogramming them. But whereas with Shadowheart, it's very much a clear-cut case of accessing the memories of who she was before the cult brainwashed her. With Wenduog, it's more about recontextualizing the things that the cult taught her so that they're no longer as blatantly antisocial and functional the way that the cult designed her to be, and the way Savimelik wanted the mongrels to be in the first place.
Let's burn it all down. What do you say?
Wenduog presses herself against you, her sensuous voice ringing with an intimate sincerity creeping into your ear. Then we are the flame, and we will burn it all.
We are the flame, my commander.
A claw nips you through your clothes, latching at the belt that keeps the rest of your equipment on. A strong hand, one that has wielded many weapons, touches your bare skin with a surprising tenderness, and a voice, hot like the breath of a volcano, echoes back. See, that's how you end Wenduog's romance. Literally making out while burning a cultist lair to the ground. That's how you do it. That was actually a really good scene. I liked that. We are the flame. Is that a Darkest Dungeon ever? Maybe. The festival in Canabras is over. The fanfare and fireworks have died down, but the people's love and admiration for the commander will never fade. After all, he is more than just a hero to those who dwell on Galarian. He is as a deity incarnate. Oh, shit. It swapped our party. Oh, that's a problem. I need Camellia for this shit. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Party teleportation back to Dresden. Then group manager, drop Ember, grab Camellia. We wanted to actually get this done. And I guess some time has passed because troops are available for recruitment now. What have we got? Spearmen, slingers, barbarians, clerics, assassins, druids. Wait, no, the fire is spreading from the lair. No, Canabras burns down again. Wolf riders, headhunters, rangers. Give me those hell knights. Inquisitors, light cavalry. Okay, so what we need to do here then. Where's my main army is here right now, so I'm going to have them redeploy over this way. No, not you. Have you go down here. You join up with them. Oh, I can use Call to Arms. Hold on. Because I know what unit I want. Give me those Hell Knight signifiers. And then split them off. And then we'll use Call to Arms. Or not? What? Add units to the target army with a total value of 500 times mythic rank. There we go. No. Aim. Put them back here. There you go. All right, now get the rest of our troop. Classic Canabra. Yeah, it does seem like the city just keeps getting destroyed. I'm not really surprised. More marksmen, more paladins, those guys set up. Let's put you. Go. And then we'll recruit our reservists. Send them off over here. Since we need to in order to get more stats. Although we're close. One more week of recruitment should see us to the maximum there. And logistics, the next time we get a upgrade to our Crusade, which speaking of which. Ah, okay. Relic has been done. The followers of the goddess Milani have arrived in Dresden in secret and committed a murder. His victim was an officer from Galt who had run from the revolution. Next to the body, they found a note that read, "Everyone will pay," and a list of future victims that includes several other officers. They deny being involved in anything. We do not have the Path of the Devil. We don't have Darren. Oh, wow. Catch the Murderer, 9,000 leadership experience. Or Help the Vigilante. Adds 6,500 diplomacy experience points. Well, unfortunately, I think we need leadership still. No, we're maxed out on leadership, so it doesn't really matter. It's chaotic. Why not? The commander's service meticulously studied the background of these officers. It turned out that they were guilty of mass killings of revolutionaries. By condemning them publicly, the commander assisted the Milante in exacting his revenge and strengthened relations with Galt. Oh, that worked out pretty well. I believe we wanted the ring for this one? Yes. Call for the reserve, enchanting Zoros's pin, campaign against the dragon. Hunting after a dangerous dragon. If she sets out alone, things will get ugly. I thought we did this. Oh, we have to actually activate it. Okay, one silver dragon is recruited. Okay, issue decree. Enchanting Zoros's pin. Let me see here. +3. Oh, I think that was the... Yes, the Priest of Nethys is the one that we wanted. That one. It's going to take 5 days. That's fine. Can't do anything. Oh, I need to do the I need to do one of these in order to get our logistics leveled up. God damn it. We should be done with this game in a stream or 3. You would hope so. You would hope so. Dealing with the Thieflings? Commander can perform a favor for an influential succubus by transporting to a Thiefling hideout in Avestan. Will ensure that she remains safe and comfortable. They can find a way to benefit from having such a powerful ally. They will remember to thank the commander for incoming finance income increased by 200, material income increased by 500. Okay. All for reserve. Can't be there just yet. Okay. You guys can hang out there. You guys can hang out there. We don't need to do anything else. Alright. So, as for us... Oh, there's no reason... Okay, hold on. There's no reason not to skip a day, then. There we go. Freeze, that's getting worked on. Enchanting the Phylactery. Bane of the Spirit. Yeah, there we go. +2 bonus to attack rolls and transform the weapon's damage type to force for 1 round. That's cool. Isn't it only MI and side quests left before Threshold? I believe so, yes. Well, there's also the last of, the last of Midnight Isles. The last of Midnight Isles. Unless that's what you were referring to. Vilrus Ford, teleport here. Let's grab Camellia. Head on down to Canabras. It still takes a day to get down to Canabras from here. Good lord. Where are we? Not Neathholm, not the Grey Garrison. The Worm Family Mansion takes 5 hours just to get down there. I don't think Camellia is going to like this, because if she asks me to kill Horgus, I'm not going to side with her anymore. Like, I'm doing all this on the off chance that her spirit has some kind of legitimacy, and I have seen nothing for my efforts so far. Hello. Lady Camellia, welcome home. We've been expecting you. Camellia looks at the servants for a few moments, bemused. You've been expecting me. Indeed, my lady. Lord Gwyrm ordered you be sent to him as soon as you arrived. The commander is permitted to follow, but I would have to ask your other companions to wait here. Refreshments will be served. Camellia? What's going on? Curious. Horgus is here and waiting for me. How did he know? Forgive me for being unable to answer your question, my lady, but those were the precise instructions I received from Lord Gwyrm just this morning. Camellia, do you know him? Never set eyes on him before. I took up my position here relatively recently. I was hired specifically to serve Lord Gwyrm at his mansion in Canopus. Why are my companions not allowed in? Lord Gwyrm was most specific in his request, and I'm afraid that I cannot speak for his reasons, sir. I can only assume that the conversation will be of a delicate nature. Please, my friend, let's acquiesce to Horgus's request. I don't wish to make a scene before I truly understand what's going on here. I see the mansion has been fully repaired. Indeed. Fortunately, the mansion was mostly unharmed. Most of the items survived the attack, and Lord Gwyrm was able to find comparable replacements for those that didn't. Alright, where should we look for Horgus? Lord Gwyrm is somewhere upstairs. He bid me to say that Lady Camellia will have no trouble finding him. Please, come in. Camellia strokes her chin pensively. I was not expecting this. I thought the mansion would be empty, picked to the bones by marauders if we're standing at all. But seeing it fully restored and inhabited, she narrows her eyes at you. It'd be extremely impolite to keep our host waiting, wouldn't it, my friend? Let's go and have a chat with my father.
Beautiful.
Lord Gwyrm is expecting you. I mean, I'm assuming, yeah, there's just servants and everything looks normal.
Let's see what we can do.
So to speak. How to say, these are the instruments of torture. I remember that. Anything in here?
Here we go.
No, nothing in here. Nothing in here. Yeah, he's gotten everything fixed and replaced. To the basement. Okay. Well, Gwyrm wants us to meet him on the second floor, so. Oh.
I am helpful.
Is that a trap?
Oh. Welcome to my room, my friend. With an inscrutable smile, Camellia looks around. I was about to apologize for the mess, but it appears the servants were ordered to clean the room. Do you have anything to say about the place where I spent my formative years? There are bars on your window. Camellia turns to the windows and looks at them closely as if seeing them for the first time, then shrugs. They were always there. I moved to this room immediately after Mother died, and this is where I stayed, leaving only on rare occasions. I suppose my darling father was afraid that I would slip out without him knowing. Foolish man. If I had ever really wanted to escape, no bars on the windows could have stopped me. Love is in the air event for a while. There's a new recolor of a butterfly mount. It's been in the trading post before. Actually label the mount as the feminist butterfly. Okay, I don't care. You got the Black Goblin tank just the other patch. Calm down. Congrats, you just made it into a meme. The feminist. Yeah, you call it like that, it's gonna get memed on. Oh, there goes a bot getting banned. I do like when I see that. Thank you, Saribot, for banning the bot. Jesus, their names aren't getting any better. Plausible Acreage? Get fucked, man. Dumbass bot buyers. This room looks too big for a child. I never thought about it. The bed was mine from the very beginning, as well as the countless dresses in the closet, the bouquet of flowers on the windowsill, the sumptuous meals the servants used to bring me for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and any time I wanted in between. I suppose the servants must have been whispering about me in the dark corners, trying to understand why this strange girl was living in the lap of luxury. Though I never cared much about their gossip. Besides, Horgus changed servants so often as he changed his glove, none of the staff were ever here for very long. That's a great deal of many books here. I've always loved reading. Books opened an entire new world for me, and I could visit them without ever leaving my chair. And a hefty-looking lock on the door. Only Horgus and the mansion's head guard had a key to this lock. Even the servants had to call one of them to open the door so they could bring in my lunch. Sometimes I was allowed to leave the room to take a stroll in the garden or attend a fencing class with a hired teacher. Sometimes Horgus even took me out into the city. Even there were festivities or if a trade caravan had arrived from faraway lands. But every time he did, he made me promise that I would keep within 10 paces of him at all times. A promise. Bah, as if he could ever stop me. There are some who would say that you had an enviable life, even with the restrictions. I'm glad you understand me, my friend. Freedom is always romanticized in books and songs, and artists love to glorify it, but most of them live in penury. They are beautiful ideals, to be sure, and I would happily read about them and get another delicious dinner ensconced in my soft, warm bed. Okay. What the fuck? Hello? Oh. Unable to identify. God damn it, we don't have anybody with arcane on me right now. Shit. Well,
I can handle it.
We'll find out about that later. Nothing else in here. I am struggling to see the camellia, the peel of camellia. She's batshit insane.
Can't make the demons wait.
Like, Wenduog is broken and a bit crazy. Camellia is just batshit insane. Camellia is the actual chaotic evil romance object.
Beautiful.
Like, there's no way around it. And there's our ad. Perfect timing. So right before we get to Horgus, we can hang out here for a moment, let the ad play, and we'll be back in about 3 minutes. I'll see you guys in a moment. Let me go do some stretches, and I'll be right back. And smugly insane at that. Well, that's the thing, Tenwin. That's the thing with Camellia is, as I said, the best, the best like comparison I can make for her is that she is the next level up from a murder hobo. So we all know the memes regarding D&D and like tabletop games of the murder hobo, the guy who just wants to kill things, who comes up with rationales for killing things. Camellia is the kind of character for what happens when a murder hobo actually gets somewhat invested in the RP, but still wants to be a murder hobo. In some ways, it's almost endearing because it's like, oh, he's actually trying to justify his insanity. On the other hand, it makes the DM's job even more difficult because now the dumbass of the party is actively trying to circumvent the DM rather than just, I stabbed the innkeeper or something like that.
At your discretion.
Which is also why I think there's so many opportunities to just drop Camellia, because that's basically the DM saying, yeah, no, we all know what you're doing. Stop it. In some ways, it's worse than a standard murder hobo. Again, like, the extra effort is appreciated, but at the same time, the extra insanity is not. Tries to kill the pixie. Pixie turns around, casts true polymorph, turning the murder hobo into a snail before focusing back to the other party members if nothing has happened. Yeah, the problem is most DMs, the problem is, Tenwin, is that most murder hobos who run into DMs who actually know how to handle their shit tend not to stay murder hobos. The worst case scenario is when it's a relatively inexperienced DM having to manage a murder hobo. Because the end result there is usually the murder hobo running roughshod over the DM and that DM getting traumatized by it.
I can handle it.
Oh, he's not even here. Oh, oh yeah. We're sure to find Horgus in his secret study. Camellia licks her parched lips. Before we enter, I would like to ask you a question if you don't mind. You know our family history better than anyone else in the world. Tell me, what do you think of Horgus as a father? Whether or not he's a terrible father, you are certainly a terrible daughter. I kind of want to tell her that because I'm getting a little sick and tired of her. But at the same time, I think Horgus did try his best. And if your psychotic tendencies were displayed at a young age, it's no wonder he locked you up. The fact that he didn't hand you over to the authorities is probably a sign that he deeply, truly, at the end of the day, does love you, Camellia, because you are his daughter. But god damn if you haven't made his life a living hell in the process. Despite all of his flaws, I think he actually tried to be a good father to you. A bit too kind and caring despite his daughter being a monster. Yep. So that's what you think. Camelia's gaze wanders the room, never resting on anything in particular. Why are you asking? No reason. Camellia turns her distracted gaze on you. I just wanted to know your opinion on my father before we met him face to face. We have nothing to judge Horgus on because he was put in a horrible position. Yes. Well, I mean, we can judge him based on, like, how he acts around people, which is that he's a bit of an abrasive ass. But his heart is definitively in the right spot. The man even has, like as I said, when we first did his quest back in Act 1, I really honestly thought that his whole thing where it's just like, even now, I still serve Horgus Worm, is such a hard-hitting line as somebody who has basically lived a lie his entire life. Hello, father. Horgus raises his head and stares vacantly at his daughter for several moments. Then he nods and drains a goblet of wine before him in a single huge gulp. You can smell the sour reek of stale alcohol in the air. Hello, Camellia. So you finally came. You even dragged the commander along. I suspected you wouldn't come here alone. I've been wondering when you would finally show your face. Haven't I always taught you that it is extremely impolite to be late for an appointment? Camellia wrinkles her nose in disgust. Father, you stink. I believe you will forgive me this weakness under the circumstance. And if you don't, you can always leave. I won't stop you. The door's right over there. Horgus chuckles bitterly and refills his goblet. I meant in the sense that he is clearly doing his best to handle Camellia. His actions for Camellia is therefore more or less impossible to judge as he's put in such a crude situation. Yes. Horgus, you were expecting us. This isn't a chance meeting. It was not you I was expecting, Commander, though I thought you might put in an appearance. I was waiting for her. Some time ago, I received a letter from my beloved daughter in which she invited me to meet her here at my mansion in Canopus. I came as quickly as I could. I've been here for several days now, waiting for her to arrive. Horgus frowns at you, examining your face. Don't tell me you knew nothing about this meeting. Could it be that my sweet girl has you wrapped around her little finger? That she tricked you into coming here to watch a spectacle unfold? Minsk. He gesticulates wildly, spilling half the contents of his goblet on the floor. Horgus, I haven't seen you since I was banished to the Abyss. What happened? I left Dresden as soon as the Queen took hold of the reins of the Crusade. I highly respect our dear Queen Galfrey, but it was you I followed on the Crusade, not her. For whatever reason, I did not believe that the Queen would succeed in her attempts to defeat the Wound. So, I moved to Nerosian while my mansion in Canabras was under renovation. I'm just as suspicious of her as you are. Yeah. Horgus turns his eyes on Camellia and shrugs. But none of that matters anymore, does it? I came here to help Camellia talk to the spirits. I wasn't even sure that you'd be here. Surprised, were you? As for me, I knew the moment I received her letter why she wanted to meet me. She wants to talk to the spirits, does she? How could she have spent so much time with my talented daughter without realizing that whenever Camellia wishes to talk to a spirit, it always involves, he gulps, murder. I have no idea what kind of spirit she has in that trinket. Why would it want so much blood? He takes a huge gulp from his goblet and immediately refills it again. You do know that Camellia has killed 5 people while she lived under this roof, First her mentor, the old Varisian woman, then 4 more. At least those were thugs, bandits, murderers. They had it coming, to tell the truth. They broke into the mansion seeking to rob from us. That's Canobras for you. A border city with all kinds of riff-raff lurking about. My guards caught them, tied them up, tossed them in the cellar. They never reported the break-ins to the authorities. Why bother? Those thugs would have been executed anyways. Hulrun always made short shrift of such rabble. Horgus belches noisily. But the things Camellia did to them in the cellar, I never saw myself. I only heard them. And later, when I buried their corpses, I felt relieved that I was not in their place. Camellia remains silent. Only the sound of her labored breathing indicates that she's even still here. Why did you condone her inclinations? Why'd you protect her secret? Why'd you cover them up? Horgus straightens his back proudly. Camellia is the daughter of Horgus Gwyrm. My true daughter. My blood. Though I might have concealed that fact from the rest of society, she is special, unusual, sensitive to the world around her. Whose fault is it that the damn spirits drove her insane? I know nothing of spirits. I have never talked to them. But Camellia, she is gifted. She understands them. She says we have a chance to learn how to close the world once and for all. The ends justify the means, does it not, Commander? What is a father to do? Horgus sighs heavily. His shoulders slump as if weighed down by a burden he's been carrying for years. Bloodline of Horgus Worm cannot be broken. I have no other heirs. He's just making spirits to talk to. That must really suck for those thugs getting killed by a young girl, getting tortured and killed by a young girl. Oh, actually, even worse, Tenwood. Remember, she goes out of her way to talk about how sex is important to her in these rituals. They were quite probably tortured, raped, and killed by a young girl. Welcome to hell. It sucks here. Melia, what's going on here? She remains silent. You can't see her face. All you can hear is her breathing, shallow and fast. Her shoulders are rising and falling jerkily, and her right hand is trembling. Camellia, explain. Camellia jolts upright and turns to you, her eyes looking through you. Her lips are parted. Her rasping breath reminds you more of an animal's growl. Her right hand is clutching a thin stiletto that seems to have appeared from nowhere. Isn't it obvious? Horgus stands up heavily from the table, swaying slightly from the alcohol, and approaches his daughter, stumbling only a little. She has finally come to take my life. I have been waiting for this moment since the day it all began. I knew it would come. I had hoped the Camellia would placate her spirit somehow, that the commander would close the world and would put an end to these sacrifices, but it's too late for that now. I was shocked when a servant delivered a message that Camellia had requested tossing in a strap-on with the next thug. I am ready to die. My whole life is a lie. It doesn't even feel like mine. It's someone else's. I did everything I could to ensure that the name of Horgus Worm would go down in history, that his bloodline would live on. I have had to lie and cover up crimes all along the way. The time has come to pay the piper. If my death helps to uncover the secret of closing the world, then it's not the worst way to go. Horgus gulps. Before you do what you came here to do, Camellia, let me reveal my final secret. Camelia's voice sounds alien, unfamiliar. It's hoarse and low, like gravel crunching underfoot. Talk. Your mother, Iris, genuinely loved you, Camellia. But when she saw you kill that pup in the garden, she started worrying. It was she who insisted on the doctors, on the psychics, on the exorcists. They examined you, but nothing helped. You kept on killing. The neighboring cats, the stray dogs. You told us stories of the spirits who whispered in your ears. Iris didn't believe you had a special ability to communicate with the spirits. She didn't think you were gifted, but I did. As if a daughter of Horgus Worm could be no more than a lunatic. Several years passed like that. Several grueling years. For Iris more than myself. And then one night, Horgus swallows the lump in his throat. I entered your room and saw Iris leaning over your bed with a pillow in hands. I pushed her away. It was dark. She stumbled and hit her head on the corner of a cabinet. I buried her in the garden and planted a flower bed of camellias over her grave. I thanked the gods that you remembered nothing of that horrible night. Now, you know everything, Camellia. You killed her mother? Horgus sighs. It was an accident, but I was prepared to do it, and would do the same again if I had to. The bloodline of Horgus Worm cannot be broken. I ask you to forgive me, Camellia. Forgive me for keeping you locked away. Forgive me for never acknowledging you as my daughter. Forgive me for depriving you of your mother and never being able to replace her. I have said everything. I am ready. You killed my mother, and you decided to tell me that now? Camellia's whisper now sounds more like the hissing of a venomous snake. Why? To unburden your soul? To show me how you protected me? Maybe you're hoping that I would hesitate before I stab you in your disgusting heart. Or are you trying to make me weep for my mother, the innocent victim? I don't give a damn about her. The bitch wanted me dead and she failed. Good riddance, I say. I don't give a damn about you either, Horgus. I don't care about your bloodline or any excuse you can come up with. Do you really think I couldn't have escaped your mansion if I'd wanted to? You never acknowledged me as your daughter. That was no skin off my nose. You wanted to marry a noblewoman to continue your line. That was your own affair. You provided for me. It didn't try to stop me from communing with the spirits. I never wanted anything more from you. But now I don't need you anymore. I hate Savan, who will protect me and hide me from justice if it comes for it. I have Savan. As for you, you are just garbage left over from my former life, and it's time to dispose of you. The stiletto trembles in Camelia's hands. She grips the handle so tight her knuckles turn white. There's no way that this could possibly be bringing about the end of the world. And Camelia, stop! She turns her clouded gaze to you. The spirits crave his blood. I crave his blood. Together we have sealed his fate. He is still your father, and I am still the commander of the Crusade. Stop! The stiletto in Camelia's hand flies up and freezes directly in front of Horgus Worm's heart. A moment passes, then another, and finally Camelia exhales loudly and lowers her weapon. Leave. Get out of my life, Horgus Worm. Horgus opens his mouth to say something, but immediately shuts it without saying a single word. He lingers for but a moment, then nods briefly and leaves. It's really a shame this game doesn't allow you to aura farm. I mean, we kind of could have. We could have just said nothing or just attacked. I don't know. It's all over. I have rid myself of my past. Should I feel happy? Why do I feel tired? Camelia gets to her feet, smooths her tousled hair. It was all over too quickly. Don't you agree? As if something was missing. It's like having sex without climaxing. The end result is naught but exhaustion. Let's have some more fun, shall we? Why didn't you tell me Horgus would be here? I just didn't. I wanted to surprise you. Or maybe I was worried you'd try to talk me out of it. She shrugs, a trifle confused. Camelia's a pervert. Camelia is insane. No, the Tenwin, just go full hog. Camelia is insane. Did Maria crave his blood? Or was it you? Her gaze sharpens for a moment, but quickly relaxes. Yes and yes. Maria and I are one. Her desires are my desires. We are quite inseparable at this point. Are you ready to talk? Not quite yet. I'll be ready soon. One last step. One fight. What are you suggesting? I want to make up for lost time. To let loose like never before. To celebrate my ultimate liberation. Camelia's voice drops to a conspiratorial whisper. There are an awful lot of the servants in the mansion. Let's gather them in the garden, and I will feed Maria with their blood together, you and I. I've never done it with another person before. Until then, you've only been an observer. I want my first time to be with you, my friend. Camelia, you're insane. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I should have killed you long ago.
Here Save the trouble. Last one for me.
I got this.
Mystical amulet in the shape of a snake skull made from bone. The pendant is a snake skull. The enchantments on this amulet allow the wearer to conceal their alignment. There it is. The end of Camelia.
Can't make the demons wait.
And Horgus is already gone, so... Yeah, no. I could not, like, I was trying desperately to justify it as playing a good character as to why I would let Camelia get this far. And this was just the last straw. I couldn't justify it any further. I just couldn't. There was no way to do so.
Let's see what we can do.
Alright, let's loot the basement, see if Horgus left us anything. Unable to identify boots, of course.
Here we go.
Some level of dumb good, as she was clearly a monster. Like, again, given that I am playing chaotic good, I was at least somewhat able to justify the whole ends justify the means a little bit, because chaotic good does have a bit of that. where they do occasionally go in that direction. Did you get the amulet from her room? Yes, but I didn't identify it because I don't have any arcane skill on me right now. Anybody in here?
Can't make the demons wait.
Nope, nothing in here. And I guess that's it. That is the end of Camellia. Now let's see what those items were. Date. So the boots. What do you mean? You acquired this one? Okay, but I have people in my party now who have this. Okay, hold on. It still won't allow me to identify. What the fuck? The fuck? Okay. I guess we'll need to get back to... I guess we need to get back to Dresden before it'll let me identify it. That's kind of stupid. If you're an Aeon, she refuses to leave. Alushanira, wonder why. Ooh. Really? I mean, I imagine Aeon sees through her bullshit particularly well, considering that you basically can't lie to an Aeon. Yeah, it still says they're unidentified. What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. Alright, well. It's gonna take us a while just to get back up there. Everyone's gonna be exhausted. Just teleport to Dresden. Thank you. Go to the Citadel. No, not the streets. God damn it. You need to drop it on the floor and pick it back up? Oh, okay. That's really stupid, but okay. Not that you're stupid, Noamto, just that the game doesn't take that into account, that now that I have someone in the party with Knowledge Arcana, that it should just be identified now. Which is dumb. Oh, there we go. Boots of Free Reign, and what's this? The Voracious Spirit. Whenever the wearer of this amulet lands a killing blow, they gain one of the following stacking bonuses until next rest. Plus 10 temporary hit points to a maximum of 50. Plus 1 bonus to AC to a maximum of 5. Plus 1 bonus on Fortitude saving throws to a maximum of 5. Plus 1 bonus on Will saving throws to a maximum of 5. Hot damn, that's good. No, the initiative rolls are still good. She does deal a lot of damage, but it doesn't actually help her kill anything. Amulet of Mighty Fists is good for them. I guess I could put that on a Ruchelet for right now. That's not bad. I mean, the thing is that you kind of want that on a frontliner, but... Greybore, maybe? Actually, Greybore wouldn't be too bad. The temporary hit points will help keep him alive. Maybe. I'll consider it.
Beautiful.
Regardless, let's go dump some of our bulk selling. What else have we got in here? I'm gonna give the glaive to Social. We don't need the rapier anymore. Nobody needs the heavy crossbow. Sin Mage Staff I do want. Blade of the Crimson Moon. Interesting. Corrosive Giant's Bane. Tongi. The Quarterstaff. Scimitar. Oh, right. We have 12 of these clubs with nails. I forgot about that. So we got... Say goodbye to our buckler. We don't need that anymore. I think there's anything else. Say goodbye to the bone amulet. Belts of Mighty Constitution, don't need those. Rings of Luck, Rings of Protection, Cloaks of Resistance +3, don't need any of those. Don't need any of the Headbands of Vast Intellect +4. That. Okay, there we go. Another 203,000 gold. What is that trinket Greybore has? It looks like a falafel. What? Trinket. Down here? The Pot of Plenty? I don't know. I put that on his inventory at some point because it seemed like something Greybore would have on hand, considering he's the practical one. I guess. I don't know. Alright. Where was I? I don't think we need to check in on anybody. Did we find another elven page? I don't think we did. No, we still haven't found all of them. See what we can do. Damn. All right. You ever seen that one? Is that a legend exclusive item? I don't even remember where I got it from. You acquired this item while exploring the Ashen Grotto. I don't even remember where that is. Yeah, Azada. Yeah, that would make sense. Once per day, you may use this item to grant your party members each a random food buff. Doing so removes any current food buff. So, you know, you could get really lucky or you could get garbage. You know how it is. Oh, I forgot I had all this. Shit. I forgot I had all this in here. Fuck. Okay. Well, hold on. Let's rest. Party meal.
I know you hate demons, but since we're fighting together, perhaps we could...
No, we could not.
Yeah, Rushale, you're barking up the wrong tree. Just, Regil will not betray you. Regil won't attack you out of nowhere. Just let him do his own thing and don't try to befriend him. Literally, just go hang out with Ember, Rushale. Just go hang out with Ember and Sela. You'll be fine. You don't need to have Regil's friendship. In fact, you probably don't want it. I don't even care about you, Galfrey. Lot of plenty. What does that card do? If he kept going, she would have told him the truth. So there... Oh, wait, what? So was that all the amulet was, hiding her alignment? Yes, that's literally all it does, because she has chaotic evil alignment. So there was no spirit in it. Yep. If he kept going, she would have told him the truth. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, again, like, my character kind of came to that conclusion at that point, because there's no, like, that was as far as I could justify it. That was as far as I could justify it. The fact of everything that happened with Horgus, the fact that he killed her mom, the fact that the mom already saw that she clearly had a problem, and it's very clear that Horgus was in denial. Like, there's no way my daughter could be a lunatic. It's like, well, she's not technically a lunatic, she's just psychotic.
Here we go.
So not even schizophrenia or hearing voices, she was just insane. Yeah, she was just full-blown psychotic. She was a full-blown murderous psychopath. Yep. As I said, Tenwin, she is the actual evil, like, alignment character romance opera. An epidemic of secrets. A strange disease is afflicting the soldiers. Mouths grow on the victim's skin and whisper various secrets related to the events happening in the army. The healers claim that with each secret, the health of the victim deteriorates. All generals gain +1 level to the reduction of losses. Kill the sick and prevent the secrets from spreading. No, just order the healers to save everyone. The best healers did everything to cure the poor people. Their efforts did pay off. The epidemic was stopped, and now the Crusade is better prepared for a sudden outbreak of disease. Good. Oh, we've got demon armies. I saw that. Okay, how many? 2 of them coming from below, but it's going to take them a while before they hit an outpost. The Stone Maze is the nearest one, which gives me time to head over to the Sinister Mansion and deal with these guys. She always leaves you at the end, even if you're a romancer. Yeah, she's just evil. She's just evil. There's no other word for it. It's even more fun when you realize that she is more evil than Marazai from Rogue Trader. Marazai, the murdering torturer, at least has a point. Camellia is just evil for evil. Yeah. She is a full-blown psychopath. Like, as I said, Wenduog's romance is either you leaning into her being only for you and her, or you actively trying to, like, help deprogram her. Even, like, evil Arushale is just falling back into her old ways, but evil Camellia is just literally evil. Yeah, in it for the love of the game. There's no other word for it. All right, working on that. Enchanting Zaurus's pin. We want the Priest of Nethys, charisma and intelligence, and gives the bonus to saving throws. The Priest of Nethys was respectful to the sacrifice made by the mage Conthir, father of the cursed Zaurus. He awakened Conthir's heroic spirit in the blood of his unworthy daughter, so the mage's voice would ring true once more. Conthir, who was deceived and then took his revenge upon the deceiver, will offer his knowledge so that can help one see through lies and outsmart one's enemies. Thank you. All right. Unfortunately, we're still waiting on warehouse raiding to finish up so I can outpost expand this shit. What else can we do? Those are all repeats. So I guess we can work on another relic for right now. Enchanting the phylactery. Okay, agree. I think everything else is just repeats. Yes. Okay. Skip day. Pain. Let's go deal with you. Quibbaloths. Enemies. 412 of those. And then we're going to use mass teleportation and just zip on down here. Sup, guys? Vescivore Swarm, Discari's minions. Ooh, a big ol' army. Welcome back, Lord Brower. If you're lich, you can see the ghosts of Camelia's victims in her home. Oh, that's actually a nice touch. So not only is she unredeemable, evil companion with little to no romance appeal, she's the least flexible and interactive companion, meaning she's the least interesting to play through with. Kind of, unless you just go whole hog on enjoying her being a murder hobo. That's the only thing that helps her. That is the only thing. Did you do Camelia's quest? We got to where she tries to kill Horgus. I told Horgus to fuck off, and then I killed Camelia. Just keep accumulating our veterans over here. Let's go ahead and recruit the rest of these guys. This should get us the last rank of the military one. We'll also go ahead and set you guys up here because there's no point trying to get you guys to go down somewhere else. Let's get the signifiers. I could buy a second one. We have enough money. Fuck it. Search for more. Oh, Hell Knights. Sweet. I'll take those. All right, and then you guys will go over here as well to wait to join the main force. You wanted to know what her quest of the Dance of Mass Festival is? I'm assuming she kills somebody. Again. Because why wouldn't she? Oh, they're actually standing and fighting! It's entertaining, but not hard to figure it out. Yep. Oh, look. Painaji, some more Painaji, some Vivakia. Wow, this is truly a threat. Look at the size of these demons. Who would imagine what we'd be possibly able to be doing with these? And they're dead. All right, start making your way back up this way. It's going to take a couple of days. That's fine, though. Okay, so skip another day. Here we go. Every warrior the commander sent with the young wanderer fell in the battle with the dragon, but the wanderer herself managed to prevail and is bathed in the creature's blood. She has returned to Dresden in the form of a majestic dragon and offered to serve the commander to make up for the lives of the brave fighters who perished by her side. Nice. Development of the art of war. There we go. Last one. Finally. And how much longer? One more day on that. Good. That's solved. Warehouse raiding. Yep. We got that. The commander soldiers busted open and emptied the warehouse of Nerosia, and they brought gold, resources, and a bad reputation. Too bad. I don't give a shit. Combat effectiveness has increased. The military council is ready to meet. Good. Let's also go ahead and grab a bastion to fortress expansion. That's going to take 14 days, unfortunately. That's done. That's done. That gives us one silver dragon. You know what? You can go hang out with the veterans. There we go. I'll keep you on hand. You guys are all here. You guys are here. We're all set to go. Get moving up that way. There we go. There's that. And then we organize this. Some more signifiers. Some more Hell Knights. There we go. Doesn't that channel energy hurt your own troops? No? Nope. It's just, it only affects enemies. Only affects enemies. Alright, so the only one we have left... Okay, we should be getting... Yes, as soon as we get the logistics thing built at the next outpost, we will be good to go. And I want to get that done. Threatened. Spies have reported the enemies preparing a series of attempts on the officers' lives. The generals are asking the commander to take precautions and protect their most loyal servants. Train the officers how to fight off the assassins. All generals gain 30,000 experience points. That's kind of useless. Give the officers the same living conditions as the regular soldiers. Crusade morale increases by 40. Deducts 1,000 military. Guard the officers during both battles in between. I mean, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Group of guardians were formed to protect the officers. They remain watchful day and night and have already prevented several assassination attempts. Good. I don't even know how many reserves I have. Not a whole lot, so there's no point. All right. Let's go talk to our council. And then that, so in the festival, one person dresses as Camellia, also tries to be like Camellia, so it's not Camellia who does the murdering. But then that Camellia asks to meet the real one, and you can guess how well that ends. Oh, good lord. Oh, hi. The young dragon bounces excitedly. Have you seen him yet? Did anyone tell you? So many mortals have come to Dresden. They all want to live in your realm and help you. We did our best. We did so good. The devil winces. Stop confusing the commander, I. Mephistopheles cocks his head to one side and addresses you again. But we did well. Each of us, your assistants, has made an effort to bring our flock to Dresden. Though they are ordinary mortals and with different beliefs and opinions, among them are saints and demon worshippers, Elysium revolutionaries and necromancers, drunken fools and wise dragons. They have almost nothing in common save for one thing. They care for you mortals and Galarian and wish to defend it. It is amazing to see how mortals of such different creeds do not fight one another, but instead wait patiently at the gates for you to announce the terms on which they can join your crusade. Only in Alushanira have I seen such a bizarre mix. And what's your all interest in the matter? Interest? How funny. We're trying to help you win the war. Take these mortals and do what you wish with them. We have no claims over them. I swear that none of us have ulterior motives. We merely spread the word among the mortals of this world. We will not use it to gain leverage. This is our way of helping. They all came to Dresden. Well, because you said you would live as you wish and think for yourself, and neither Narticula nor Iomade nor anybody else can tell you what to do. These newcomers also want to live as they wish and think for themselves. Everyone is different but equally free, and they believe that you'll allow them to live as they wish. All these mortals fear and hate each other, but they're even more afraid of the world, and they're ready to fight. So they came as the only person who will lead them in that fight. Okay, what good will these new citizens do me? And so the bargaining begins, my favorite part of any deal. While I would advise you to take their knowledge as payment, each group that came to Dresden knows many a magical secret. Ask them to share this lore and the treasure trove of wisdom of the lords. A profitable proposition, is it not? Nonsense. We have brought an army to your doorstep. Use it. You're waging war and we gave you soldiers. Allow them to join the ranks of your army and spill the blood of your enemies. Oh, that's silly. I've looked at all these travelers and I can say some of them are really amazing. There's enchanters and artisans who can make all sorts of things, maybe even toys. We could give them a chance to prove themselves and they come up with something unexpected, and that means wonderful. Let those who think I should accept the magical secrets as payment speak out. I think I will speak for this option. Why should we expect payment from the weakest members of these groups, the one we prepared to send to slaughter, when we can tax the strongest, let them share the secrets of their power, their magic, and their mystery? And who thinks I should replenish the ranks of my army? I do. A strong army is half your battle, and these soldiers are not only strong, but diverse. You'll be able to assemble a host so multifaceted and unconventional, there will be no problem you will not be able to solve. If they wish to live in peace in Dresden, let them earn this right by taking up arms to aid us. I am inclined to agree. For now, your guests are split into their own small communities. Marching in a single formation will forge a bond of camaraderie and unity. This can be foundational for a strong community. And who here thinks their skills and expertise are sufficient? Me! Learning new things is interesting and fun, and there are so many different mortals here, and they know all kinds of different and fascinating things. Don't you wonder what they could bring to the Crusade? The loud dragon child makes a point. My dear sister Narticula turned Alushanira into a city that welcomed visitors from all planes, and this diversity brought her both wealth and power. Surely we are no less intelligent than my arrogant sister. Right. Let them remain if they're willing to share their magic. Unlocks Enervation, Infernal Might, Time Manipulation, and Song of Deceiving Thicket rituals. 50% mischance. All ongoing decrees, constructing buildings, and recruit growth gain a 1 times mythic rate days to their progress. Oh, that's not nearly as good because we're legend. All generals gain a plus 15 to power. This effect lasts for 2 days. And all units in the enemy army receive a -2 penalty to attack. Okay. I will accept everyone willing to fight. Unlocks the Summon Heavenly Warriors, the Dragon Army, Summon Vrolakai, and Ninja Pirate Training. Vampire Ninja Pirates. The fuck? flawless precision. Unit compensates for the weakness of its weapon with a fantastic plus 25 bonus to attack. Vampiric shurikens. Board. Unit provides 350 finance points after boarding an enemy vessel and destroying an enemy unit. This effect works on land as well. What the fuck? Darren's festival quest is him organizing his own costume party and asking you to be a judge, and then he goes on to celebrate with some of his contestants in private. Oh, sure. And in Aurilu's lab, his dream sequence is about him and his dear cousin, which he then denies as demonic trick. Oh, come on. We all know that's bullshit. Trickster has other similar goober units. Yeah. And let our guests demonstrate their unique talent. All units gain the Sound Mind, immunity to fear, sleep, and mind effect, and the demonic rage feats. Units has a 10% bonus to damage and -2 penalty to AC. All generals gain the Dragon Knowledge feat. Oh, the effect of positive morale on the chance of additional units doubles for all units. Oh yeah, we're going with that. Let our guests demonstrate their unique talents. Oh, this will be so much fun. The most interesting things are born from chaos and the union of opposites. A splendid idea. Even my sick and twisted mind could not predict what will come of this unlikely alliance. The devil's voice rings with triumph. It seems we did an excellent job helping you, Commander. Now it is up to you to prove that the mortals have the right to determine their fate. That they have the right to decide for themselves who to love and who to hate, what to believe in and what to despise, and that no power in the universe has its right to impose its will on them. Protect Galarian from intruders and become its legend. Mephistopheles, I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I'm pretty sure that whole the universe has no right to impose its will on them, Asmodeus is going to be having a talk with you when you get home about that line. I don't think he's going to be very appreciative of you saying that. All right, Captain Odon. Commander, the scouts have brought news. Paramzada has been spotted near Threshold. He's gathering, not an army. It's a horde the likes of which we've never seen. These victories you've had over him were an affront to it. The general of the demons that they were most proud of, the one they revered, is lost to a mortal. The very thought of it enrages them. Now those who call themselves the champions of the abyss are converging under his banner. The most wicked, brutal, dangerous of demonic warriors. We're not facing a skirmish. This will be the decisive battle. It will determine which of you deserves the title of the military leader of this war. Captain Odon's eyes, despite his usually impassive demeanor, gleam fanatically. Karamzada is not the only one with powerful allies. Your victories have elevated your authority to such heights that many of the greatest warriors in Galarian consider it an honor to stand beside us in battle. We should send an official offer of military cooperation to Mofun. Their imperial army is strong and disciplined and will be of great use to us. Lastwall and Mendev have much more in common. Lastwall too has held the line against dark forces. The Shining Crusaders are every bit as noble as the Mendevian Crusaders. Maybe we should call to them. I would suggest contacting the Esoterium Law. It is a private and powerful Chalaxian group of wizards from Quarantine. Their members have great combat expertise and are skilled spellcasters. We can secure the support. After a brief sly grin, Greybor puts on an innocent look. If you want to get yourself some intrepid allies who know a thing or two about killing monsters, ask the Dragon Slayers. Sure, we're not at war with dragons, but if the monster's big, scaly, and breathes fire, what difference does it make? I have heard about a land they called the Hold of Belkson not long for us. The tieflings and orcs there are hardly eager to enter the service of demons, but because of their infamies, nobody's even thought to invite them to the Crusade. It's time we rectify that. The word is that they are monsters upon the battlefield. Shifters are as rare as hen's teeth these days. Even so, we haven't died out on Galarian. I've sent dispatches to old allies of Sarkoris in the lands where the ancient ways have not been forgotten. And I have an answer. They live. My brothers and sisters in faith, who carry the power of the wild beasts within them, are alive. Call them, and they will come. Who are the champions of the Abyss? A pack of the most vicious and skillful slayers of mortals one could imagine. Many demons see Galarian as their personal hunting ground. They boast of how many mortals they've killed, how many raids they've been in, how many prisoners they've captured. The very idea that a bunch of Galarians keep defeating a renowned general of the Abyss is an anathema to them. Paramzada summoned them to join his retaliatory force. They all serve different demon lords, they have different goals, they rarely see eye to eye. They only have two things in common. They are excellent and fearsome fighters, and they are all eager to teach us mortals a lesson. Why can't we just take the offer from anyone? There are warriors and armies who take pride in their stature and invincibility. To be the one who aided the legendary commander of the Mendevian Crusade would bring them esteem, but to be just one of many would bring humiliation. Alas, they're not driven by a desire to save Galarian, but by ambition and their faith in you, by their own pride. I want to hear the opinion of everyone. Captain Odon, we'll start with the Malfuni. Over the years, the Molthuni have spent expanding their borders. Their army has gained a respectable amount of combat expertise. Since the ambitions of the young state had to be backed with serious military power, they formed a large standing national army made up of members of their underclass, immigrants, and even wild races like hobgoblins and naga. To make such a motley horde into a true army, their officers created a system of absolute uniformity regarding equipment, tactics, and training. They enforce iron discipline, fearlessness, and complete subordination to all commanding officers. Molthun is greedy and ambitious. Before you know it, they'll see themselves not as allies, but as friendly interventionists who have a stronger claim to the lands they've reclaimed from the demons than Mending, and will be right on another war. Braybor, did I miss something, or are we now fighting dragons and not demons? No, but the monsters that oppose us are mighty and immense. Make use of it. Dragon Slayers are a unique class of killer, given that their enemies are unbelievably powerful, and every hunt could be their last. They could be quite conceited and won't enter anyone's service, but our fame impress them. Dragon Slayers know how to handle a massive, deadly opponent, and I bet ours won't be ready for what we have in store. Dragon Slayers do indeed live every life like it's their last. I have encountered them myself, and I can say with confidence that every single one of them is a daredevil, unable to envision a life without risk. The Crusade could find worthier allies. Regil, the Esoterium Lodge you mentioned. They are based in Corentin in southern Cheliax. The organization strictly follows the ideology of Hell, and primarily consists of former and active officers of the Chelaxian Navy. Given that Corentin is simultaneously a key trading port and a military foothold against Garun's expansion, the Lodge possesses substantial resources and has never shied away from direct military action. I am aware the Esoterium have been amassing forces lately, seeking out talented spellcasters and training them in the military and magical arts. We could convince them to use this might in our war. My brothers from the Order of the Chain hold a great deal of sway in Corentin and could serve as brokers in our negotiations. I've heard dark rumors about the Lodge. They'd be sinister allies, and I'd think twice about inviting them to join the Crusade. You mentioned the Last Wall Crusaders, then, Siva. They live in constant anticipation of being attacked. Their neighbor is Virling, the resting place and prison of the Whispering Tyrant himself. Last Wall is a bastion of purity and the ideals of Iomade. The whole country is prepared to mobilize at a moment's notice to begin the next Shining Crusade. I doubt they'll send us troops who are guarding the border, but many high-ranking and pious clerics could answer our call. Last Wall doesn't need their help at the moment, but the evil in the north must be contained. I've been to the Cathedral of Sancta Iomadea in the capital of Last Wall, and I've spoken to its prioress, Second Sword Knight Iluna Varvatos. I'm sure that she and her followers will answer our call. More Crusaders, as if we don't have enough of those already. Wenduog, you mentioned the Hold of Belks. With an iron fist, an unassailable authority. From what I understand, it's customary among the denizens of the Hold of Belkson to respect strength, a warrior's luck, and you, Master, have both in abundance. The entire hold is a vast, harsh wasteland, roaming clans of orcs, Kellid tribes, tiefling bands. Many of you uplanders call them savages, but if you ask me, they are just jealous of their strength. Ixa, welcome. Good to see you. Have you heard of a game called Hellslave? No, I have not. I think you mentioned that last time. So I think that's where I've heard of it, but literally I know nothing about it. We could benefit greatly from allies like those. They say there are more blood rages among Belkson warriors than anywhere else. Their blood practically boils with their lust for battle, turning them into rampaging beasts upon the battlefield. Wenduog grins. That is what a real warrior should be. Wild and defiant, beautiful to behold. The Deviant Crusaders have aided Last Wall against the tribes of the Hold of Belkson on a number of occasions. I do not believe that any form of military alliance is possible between us. That's not even considering the fact that their combat tactics are primitive and ineffective. Why even devise a strategy for an army if we're just going to invite blood rages to trample all over it? Howling madmen spit upon our orders and charge the enemy the moment they see them. They might drag our other soldiers along with them, thereby comprehensively ruining our plans. How do you know so much about the Hold of Belkson, Wenduog? Wenduog bares her teeth. I was in a tavern when I overheard a miserable knight from Last Wall yapping about how he fought Belkson orcs, who were apparently stronger than demons. At first I was curious. Then it occurred to me he was probably nothing but a brazen liar. I gave him a bit of a shake, and he sobered right up and laid out how things really are. They are not stronger than demons, of course, but they are fierce. Their approach to fighting is bloodier, more exciting than that of Crusaders. Honestly, I'm considering going there for a visit after the war. Kill a couple of chieftains, get myself a wild fearless army, become a queen. He smiles wistfully. Ulbrig, you mentioned your shifters. The shifters are akin to druids, only our art is even more ancient. It's not just older than spells and runes, it's older than speech itself. Galarian's forgotten the primordial mastery of the Talon and the Fang. But there are those who remember. In the depths of the Verduran forest, on the frozen peaks of the realm of the Mammoth Lords, amidst the hills of the hold of Belkzen, they may no be Sarkorians, but they are children of nature, as am I, and they have a hatred of the Oglands that's turned a flourishing land into a whirlpool. In other words, a crowd of disorganized barbarians from every corner of Avastan. What good will it do us to bring a horde of unwashed savages down upon us all? Alright, let's see what our choices are. If we go with Last Wall, we gain the Knights of Ozem. Cavalry that are extremely effective against the undead and capable of resurrecting the dead. Send a letter to the Asterium Lodge. We gain control of Arcanists, which have Magic Missile, Cone of Cold, and Shield Wall. So they're basically another version of the Hell Knight Signifier. It provides weekly recruitment growth for Arcanists. Okay. Send generous gifts to the Dragon Slayers. Dragon Slayers have a penalty in close combat, and they're another ranged unit. Unit has a +3 bonus to attack and damage against any Grand Tier unit. Okay, they do have heavy crossbows for high damage. We'll request help from the holds of Belkzen, and that gains us some Blood Ragers. This unit's next attack will deal damage to all adjacent enemy units. They have Earthbreakers, deal a lot of damage, have solid hit points, and they have all-round defense, which prevents flanking. That's hot. A little bit, not gonna lie. Ulbrich, summon the Shifters. We can take 3 different forms. Speed bonus. Okay, so that is... Yep. They have really high hit points. Their damage isn't the best, but I'm assuming if they're in their other forms, they get more. To become an animalistic master of the wilderness. Okay, so yes, they can go boar for charge damage. They can go tiger for just more raw damage. And then they have Wolverine, which gets even more hit points, and they gain Barbarian Rage. Okay. Multhune gains us the Honor Guard. Shield Wall and Heroic Gate. All allied units within a radius of 2 squares gain a +3 bonus to attack and a +3 bonus to AC for 1 round, and a +10 bonus to combat morale at the start of each round. I'm gonna be honest, I like the idea because we did bring in the Houndmasters. I'm debating between Wenduog and Ulbrich. Because we do follow the Green Faith, so bringing in the Shifters would make a lot of sense. We're probably not going to use them anyway, so yeah, Ulbrich, summon the Shifters. Yes, War Chief. Need not be asked twice. We could certainly use the allies. The most gruesome battle in the history of the Crusades awaits us. Either we will prevail over Karamzada and the Abyss, or we will fall defending Galarian to the last. Commander, I have a request. Captain Odan stops short, looks around the room frowningly, and shakes his head. This is the time for it. When you have a spare minute, please come and find me. I need to discuss something very important, something very personal. I'd be grateful if we could talk before our armies are sent to battle the champions of the Abyss. Okay, Odan. Okay. That was a bit out of nowhere.
I can handle it.
I wasn't expecting him to have a quest. Oh, is he gonna ask to lead the army? Commander, now that our troops are in excellent shape and ready for action, I request to be sent to the front lines and serve as a field officer. Why do you want that? He clenches his fists in desperation, a dramatic show of emotion for the normally imperturbable captain. I have been preparing for this battle for decades. It is my duty to every fallen comrade that forbids me from hiding behind others. After a pause, he adds in a heavy voice, I am tired of living under the weight of my sins. In battle, I will free myself of this burden. Are you sure you can handle it, Captain? All 200 of my dead brothers and sisters are waiting for me to do my duty. I will not allow myself to stumble under their gaze. He sucks as a general, yeah, but that's why we've built an army capable of taking on this problem. I think we can do it. Captain Odan, you have my permission. I'll give you a brevet rank to the position of colonel. You will take command. Fight valiantly. His posture becomes somehow straighter. Thank you, Commander. I'll leave for the front lines at once.
Can't make the demons wait.
So, Kenobi we kicked out. Harmatan was an idiot. We had to execute him. Odan's probably going to get himself killed on the front lines. If Dorga Linda's going to be the only advisor left who's still alive by the end of this. Okay. Let me see what we've got here. Does it actually show an army over here by threshold when we... Let's see if it does. Or does this count? Is this supposed to be their army? Like, is that what this is supposed to be? Because that doesn't look very Champions of the Abyss. Kind of funny side effect. When and if you return to Dalaran in WoW as a paladin that hasn't started the campaign, you'll have Lord Maxwell Tyrosus chasing after you. It's really funny if you ignore him as you dart to Stormwind or Orgrimmar as he chases. Yeah, I've seen that stuff. I've seen that stuff. I mean, that's just them trying to get you to do the story content. 17 shifters. That's all we got. Oh, but we did take a lot of the HP bonuses, so they've got a lot of health. They have. And we bring in 3 per week, which is still not that many. Oh well. I kind of want to get the rest of these done. And lastly, we want to awaken the remains of Stevanius' soul. By offering up a dark prayer over the remains of the phylactery, the priest awakened the remains of his soul. The vicious spirit melted with the ring, giving its owner the unholy force. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, the Light? Champion pretending he doesn't see Maxwell as he hurries towards the portal. Yep. All right, what else have we got? We're still... Oh, we're so close on this. We're so close on this. Oh, shit. I clicked off the screen. God damn it. Okay. We just need this to finish up. That's a repeatable. Don't care about that. Those are repeatables. Those are repeatables. Still waiting on that. Still also waiting on that. Oh. More armies. 2 of them down here. That's fine. Oh, there's only 2 of them down there? Oh, that's easy. We'll take care of this. No problem. I don't even need to go very far. Just, well, I mean, if we take too long, so let's head down this way. How far can we get? Pretty far. There we go. Skip day. Hello. Yep, get fucked. Oh, so do I have to actually... Do I have to actually change? Yes, I do. Oh, he does start at level 15 at least. He does start at level 15 at least. And he can still command the whole army, so I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Cultist copying of blood. How are you to be so strong? Detective with a double barrel shotgun, casually reloading it before aiming because I'm 1 day from retirement. Let them flee. We'll get the... So he does actually get experience, even though he... Yes, he does. But I'm guessing he will... What does he even start with? Hold on. Master of Maneuver, Stone Throw, Siege Ability, Poison, Siege Mastery. Okay. Burning Liquid. Okay, so it is interesting. I like how the rogue ones have their own abilities that aren't magic, but they do still have them. That's kind of nice. Caravan Masters, Dragon Knowledge. Okay, okay. So do we just need to send him to the fort over here? I take it? We'll start working our way towards that, I guess. Or does the army spawn after we've fought this fort? I'm imagining it spawns after we fought this fort. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We should have this no problem. You've got this, Odan. Setsuna has built a proper army for you. Don't you worry. Or... Ow! He just killed, like... What the fuck? Okay, that's a problem. I'm gonna need to heal. We can do this, though. We can do this. I think we can do this. Holy shit. Wait, he doesn't have a heal, does he? He doesn't have a heal! Oh, fuck! Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. He just killed, like, half my... Okay, no. I don't suppose we could get a better... When did I last save? What the fuck? When did I last save? I thought I saved right before I went into this fight. Doesn't it auto-save right before you go into a fight? Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Fire damage. Does he have any AoEs at all? No, he does not have any AoEs. It autosaves at the start of the fight itself. Okay, so we'll see about this. Because I have no... How does he not have a single healing ability? That is ridiculous. Okay, we need to... I don't even fucking know. Let's try to kill this. Okay, that's good. Yep, we're moving forward. Summon up the dogs. Because he's underqualified. Also, we're in the ad, but... No, I need to go refill my water. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. How does he not have a single healing ability? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you have a single... Why would you not have a single healing ability? I mean, we can't do this because we fucking lost, like... Oh, God. We... Yeah, I did save. Okay, hold on. I did save before we got there. Good. Jesus, the fucking losing the initiative on that fight is painful. Is there anything I can do to make that better? We can amplify resistances. We can Mark of Terror. Mighty Tempest. Banish. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Wait, okay, I think we can do this. I think we can do this. We're going to use Amplify Resistance on our army. We're going to use Mark of Terror on them. We're going to use Mighty Tempest on them. I don't even know if that did anything. We're going to use Banish. That also appeared to have not done anything. Active Intimidation. And Mass Hideous Laughter. Did this work? We just need the Baylor to not go first. Oh, it knocked him out. Good. They're dead. Shoot him. Shoot him. Give me fire damage on the Locust Swarm. Which one can we do the most amount of damage to? They're about equal. Let's go with the Let's go with the Strong. Oh, perfect. Those things are basically useless now. Yep, let him move forward. Let him move forward. Summon up the dogs. Yep, the rest of them are moving forward. Give me controlled fireball. Hit everything. Down they go. Give me another one. Oh, yeah. Sending the Hell Knights to Mappa. There we go. There we go. That worked. That worked. Last of the demonic lines fell. Lying ahead is Threshold. And there it is. Ramzada and his entire army. Well, may as well. Here. Ooh, more Hell Knight signifiers. I'll take those. Not you. You. Here. We could try our luck against this. Hold on. Then I need to go ahead. Let's just do you. Here. We'll consider this like an honor guard or something. In fact, that's what I'm going to call them. There we go. There we go. That's our... Whoa, what the fuck? Why is it... Whoa, why is it... That was weird. How did I get it in that weird font? I have no idea. All right. And then let's go ahead and remove paladins, archers, or houndmasters. Captain Odon earned his rank, but he's no sets enough. Yeah, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. It'll take a couple of days for these to recover. $7 days. Yeah, we can delay, I think. Oh, and now I can hold on. Can I please access the fort? And there we go. Citadel, garrison archery range, garrison barracks, garrison stables. That should get us the last logistics rank, which will allow us to do the final event for that as well. All right. Oh my god, move faster, map. Ugh. Travel. And you as well. Move faster, map. Come on. There we go. There we go. You guys will take a position here to make sure they don't... Yeah, it's even called the last barrier. Nice. Skip a day. Keep moving. Go. Now masters. Paladins. More archers. Again, I just need... There we go, 5 more signifiers. I just need the... Mainly, I need the fear one. Because if we can hit them with a penalty to morale and make it so that they don't act, we win. Oh, good, and he's not a mage general either. That's nice. So that'll make things a bit easier. That'll make things a bit easier. Wounded dragon. During the exploration of the catacombs under an ancient temple, soldiers have come across a heavily wounded dragon. Someone had been putting the poor creature through agonizing torture for years, driving it mad. The officers are uncertain what to do with it. We don't have the Path of Dragons, so I don't know if we can even help it. Kill the dragon and give its organs to the alchemist. End the dragon's suffering. Subdue the dragon and set it on the enemy. One fallen dragon is recruited to the commander's headquarters. Oof. That is nice and all, but that's very evil. Send healers. Priests and druids managed to heal the dragon's body and mind with their magic. The poor thing is still weak and cannot fight. He wants to repay his saviors for their kindness. He has revealed the location of his treasure in hopes that the gold will help the Crusaders. Thank you. How very nice of you. No reason to do any of these. I don't even know if... I don't really care about any of these. Rolls to confirm a critical hit, it automatically succeeds. Whenever it fells a enemy with a single hit, all enemies in a 30-foot radius become staggered for 1 round. I mean, I guess maybe? Pristine Mind. Reroll 3 failed save against death effects per day. All enemies in a... I mean, yeah, sure, why not? That. Oh, no. I did not do that. Thank you. Rank up. Oh, now we have to wait 6 days for that. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Now they're on the move again. All right. Head this way. Oh, there's multiples. Fuck. I did not want to have to do this. Fuck. I want to get this last rank up done. Alright. Go down here. Let them flee. You. Now we need to head. They're about to hit there, and they will hit the Sinister Mansion shortly after. That's fine. Travel. I mean, this does give us something to do. Yes, I know the camp of the Mammoth Lords is under attack. I know, game. What else do we have? The Fate of the Face Stealer's Mask. Let's go with the mask with the 9th level one. Maybe we'll get something nice out of that. Jewelers reassembled the mask from the shards, purged it of corruption, adorned its edges with enchanted metal. The ominous artifact was turned into art. Mysterious poison. So every soldier's return from the battlefield poison. The alchemists claim that their bodies contain a unique poison. It should be extracted along with the blood, because the poison will be ruined after the person's death. The healers, however, ask the commander to give the victims a chance to be saved. Treat the soldiers, extract the poison. All generals gain +1 level to the poison ability, which does... I mean, the problem is that's useless against demons, so no, treat the soldiers. Healers were able to save the afflicted. The soldiers were glad for their comrades' recovery. Yes, I know logistics reform. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Get moving. There we go. Oh, they're actually going to... Oh, dear. They're actually going to fight. God damn it, Odan. Alright, they're just summoning. That's fine. Burning liquid. Let's just go ahead and use that to slaughter the grave... No, the liches. There we go. Down they go. Alright, shoot the Verlokai. And the Grave Knights. Alright, they're handled, and now we just need to go deal with this. Go. Let them flee. Okay, we're still... Right, enchanting the Face Stealer's Mask. Summon the Face Stealer's victims. That gives us the... Whenever they cast a 9th level spell, all enemies in a 30-foot radius must pass a will saving throw or become unable to cast any spells for 1 round, which is quite nice. See, if that was 3 failed saving throws against, like, anything with a will save, that'd be great, but it's only death effects, which is a little... That's a little precise for something that I can just use Death Ward to get rid of. So, yeah, go ahead and deal with that. We're still waiting on logistics reform. How much longer? 1 more day. Good. Thank you. All right, go ahead and slot that in. Okay, and we can make our way back down here. First, let's go ahead and... What are you? Oh, those are the Honor Guard. All right, nothing really of value there. And nothing of value here, though. Those are the Dragon Slayers. That's pretty cool. Go ahead and recruit. You guys can meet up with us down here. So I want you to head all the way down here. Oh, I have to actually keep the camera on them, or else they won't go that way. Okay. You go here. Okay, skip day. There we go. Logistics Council is ready. Send you guys. Reorganize. Plus, this feels like an actual proper, like, large army. Like, this feels like an actual proper, large army. Okay, everything has recovered except for Mighty Tempest, which I would like to hold off on as well. So we need 3 more days there. So let's go deal with the logistics event. Then we will wait 3 days, and then we will engage Karamzada's army and finish it off. And that should pretty much be the end of the campaign map stuff, aside from dealing with the randomly spawning demon armies. Dorgalinda, what have you got for me?
Commander?
Dorgalinda's avoiding your gaze. Her voice sounds hollow.
I've been doing everything to prevent this. Hardship has done its work. More and more suppliers are raising prices, and to be paid up front or just cutting all ties with us. Voluntary contributions are dwindling by the month. We need decisive measures. We won't be able to wage a war long. There's only one option left. Compulsory requisitions. My suggestion is that we take what we need from the common folk of Mendev. Robbing the people is the last thing I'd normally advise, but that's it. They say a donation to support the war. We'll say it's a donation to support the war of faith. We'll set up a temple. We'll send some clerics to go with the soldiers. The ones who'll agree to it, that is. Oh, so by decisive measures, you mean robberies. Then it's obvious who we should start with. The rich and the aristocratic, of course. They've got enough gold tucked away in their castles and mansions to supply us with every soldier we need, with everything they need. And they'll leave us some coin left over for us. If we have to rob people, just rob those who rob others. The thieves, the bandits, the fences. That wouldn't be a terrible deed, would it? I don't think the Mendevians have anything left worth taking. Shake down the neighboring nations instead. They've been hiding behind our backs long enough. How has it come to be that we are now the fellows of the Crusade? A raid on the storehouses made a big splash. Voices whisper that we've gone rogue and will be raiding Mendev on the regular. Many soldiers saw our fib about the supplies being sorted soon for what it was. A fib. Didn't like it. Some are ranting off and now telling stories that we starve our soldiers as a lie. I guess it doesn't matter that we're in the middle of this thing called a war. Give me the full breakdown on your suggestions. Right away. Dorgalinda, the people of Mendev are used to paying for the Crusade. They'll do it again. Some churches will surely support us and let us act on their behalf if we give them a modest donation out of what we collect. This whole thing is a disgrace, of course. The common Mendevians have suffered more than anyone. Taking from them what little they have is unconscionable. Baruchale, if we have to rob someone, let it be robbers and brigands. We've come to know many of them well in the time we've spent overseeing the Crusade's logistics. I mean, it's not that I believe in garbage like honor among thieves or whatever, but let's not. Commander, you gotta know what's good for us. We won't step on the toes, claws, and tentacles of some idiot thugs in a back alley that'll just upset their higher-ups. Serious criminals and guilds with connections on all continents. Do we really need an enemy like that? Trust me. Baphomet'll seem like a pretty nice guy compared to, say, the Tetrad Consortium or the Council of Thieves. Well, Jiff, where do you go to get money? To those who have a lot of it. We'll make those pampered Mendevian nobles pay up, all those barons and counts, and anyone with a big purse, really. Can you imagine all the stuff they've got? Our soldiers will be walking around in cloak silks and eating off silver. Wenduog, you mentioned a plan as well? Here's what I've been thinking. We have an army. What should we do with it? All we ever do is fight demons, but there are other nations around. Run some raids on the neighbors. Carve themselves a piece of their fat. Let everyone know that we are a force to be reckoned with. And if they plan on cowering behind our backs, they can pay us instead of waiting for us to come knocking. And what if they come knocking for a bit of tit for tat later, Wendu? You already gotta fight demons and our angry neighbors at the same time. We are in for a world of hurt. I mean, I ain't saying eat the rich, but at this point, we've basically broken all ties with Mendev, so I don't really see the problem with hitting the nobles up for it. I really don't. At the same time, no, we're gonna get through this regardless. We're not robbing anyone. We are not becoming the fellows of the Crusade. Nobody does, Commander, but there's nothing we can do at this point. If you don't want to give the order now, just sit on it, gather your thoughts, summon your will. When you make up your mind, the order will be waiting for you on the table. Truth, it doesn't make much of a difference when we collect these donations from. We're gonna be called muggers all the same. Dorgalinda lets out a heavy sigh. Either way, we'll get through this crisis. Won't be easy, but when has it ever been? I'll report the results of our fundraising effort in due time.